Now, we've got wildly conflicting reports on the violence in eastern Ukraine. The self-declared mayor of Slovyansk has told CNN that 10 separatist militants or fighters were killed in the region on Tuesday. He's also said 12 others were injured by Ukrainian jets and helicopters in attacks near the city and the city of Chervony Liman. Well, the mayor also claims militants shot down 2 helicopters on Wednesday. The Ukrainian government spokesman, on the other hand, says more than 300 pro-Russian militants were killed in what's described as anti-terror operations in those areas. Well, CNN's DIANA MAGNEY is in Donetsk in eastern Ukraine. Joining us now, Di, conflicting reports, as I said, on the ground. Any clearer at this point what's going on, how many casualties new these fighters are?
Well, this is one of the most concerted efforts by the Ukrainian authorities to rout out the rebel positions around Slavyansk, which is basically the epicenter of the separatist movement. And it has been going on for 2 days, and it is ongoing. And that is why, alongside the fact that the anti-terror operation has inflated numbers before, I think you have to be extremely careful, especially with numbers like 300 rebels killed. It just is a number that you should take with a very real pinch of salt, especially given the position of the rebels, that only 10 were killed. It's very difficult to say for now. How could the Ukrainians possibly know when this operation is ongoing? Certainly what we do know is that Slovyansk, which the Ukrainian authorities have been trying for a while to target, is the center of an operation at this time where the Ukrainians are using very heavy air power, certainly by Ukrainian standards. I spoke a little earlier to the Prime Minister of the self-declared Republic of Donetsk here in this city. This is what he had to say about the operation in Slavyansk.
The enemy uses heavy weaponry, planes, armored vehicles, large caliber artillery, and these are used in residential areas. In fact, there is nothing else there the weapons could be used against, other than residential areas.
Not strictly true, Becky. That is not strictly true, Becky. There are, of course, positions outside of the towns, but Slavyansk really is a sort of classic insurgency site where the rebels are hiding themselves in amongst the civilian population there. You can now see some video, though, of what the Ukrainian authorities presumably don't particularly want to have aired. Video of a hospital in the town of Krasny Liman that was struck through, presumably, airstrikes. You can see the windows are entirely blown out. The challenge that the Ukrainian authorities have in trying to root out the separatists from across the Donbass region is, of course, that they must prevent against civilian casualties. And with this kind of air power, that is going to prove very, very difficult. And that is, of course, the way that you will risk any remaining support that Kiev might have in the east, which is extremely limited in any case, Becky.